In other words, we will have difficulties, but when they come, we will find a way to make things work.
Right.
And in the also one of the big advantages of the Indian culture is
Mm,
that you have a support network. You
right.
have your family, you have an extended family who often, can be relied on when you have any difficulties and so on. If you don't want to talk to your parents, then
Yeah.
there's always an auntie or an uncle
Mhm.
that you can go and pour your heart out to, and they would, give you some good advice.
Yeah.
And so that was the attitude with which, we approached. So when we did have difficulties,
Mm,
when we had conflicts and so on, we knew we'd find a way,
mm.
to get through them and really, honor the marriage vows.
Ah, that is so interesting. But that's really cool because then you had all the experiences to cancel in marriages, if you ask me.
Exactly. And one of the things we've been noticing, and I think this happens in England as well,
Mm,
where people like me who have already, been here ahead of their spouse, then, bring a spouse over.
yeah.
And I think it's not just, I mean, it can apply to any culture really, but it tends to be more common in cultures like the Indian one. And
Mm,
so there's this huge piece of, adjustment because you're also adjusting to living in a new country,
yes.
with a whole different way of doing things. You
Yeah.
turn on television, the morals and standards
Mhm.
that the programs convey will
Yeah.
be a shock quite often. And
Exactly.
so there's that whole adjustment going on. Now, I'll tell you what else made things even a little bit more complex in our case
Yeah.
is that, she got pregnant
Mm,
about 2 months after arriving here because our daughter arrived in December of '84, the year that Sulodina got here.
okay.
And so we had to deal with all those, and what made things really, really difficult